what we do.
He knows something.
Huh? Fuck you didn't.
Hello and welcome to the It's What We Do podcast. We're your hosts, Hen and John. And here on this fine episode of the finest podcast of all time, we'll be covering the Netflix original series, I think,
Yeah.
Beef. Who do you have beef with, John?
I got beef with you.
I got beef with you because we'll also be covering the other Netflix original series, or movie, sorry. Seven Kings Must Die. It is a sequel to the Netflix series The Last Kingdom. It just wrapped up the 5th season last year, I want to say. And so, yes, it's on the list for today. Now, John. What did you think about the fine series that we call Beef?
The beef, quite literally.
What kind of beef do you like? How do you like your beef made? How would you like your steak to be made?
Medium.
Man of culture.
Yeah.
It's like, as a kid, I used to do well done, but then I finally grew up and got into medium.
Exactly, me too. So beef, quite literally, the whole entire show was just based off some road rage beef that these two had. Danny, played by Steven Yeun.
Shout out.
Yeun or Yun?
Yeun.
Yeun.
I'm reading it just off the screen. That's very clutch as right there.
And Amy, played by Ali Wong.
Shout out Ali Wong.
Yeah,
It has multiple Netflix specials, and then I think she just released a new one, and I forgot the name of it, but it's named after her husband. Okay, that's all I was gonna say. Sorry.
Her husband, Steven Yeun. No, I'm playing, but yeah, show kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting this show, especially with Steven Yeun. Obviously he's probably most known for The Walking Dead.
Shout out Walking Dead. Never seen it.
He was also in Nope, something else you haven't seen.
Nope.
Yeah, and obviously he plays Mark in Invincible.
Shout out Mark.
And
season 2 should be coming in fall, I want to say it was.
And I forgot what Korean film he was in, but he was Oscar nominated for that film that he made.
You just got that information right now, right?
No, I didn't.
You knew that?
No. Yeah, I did.
No, you did not. I was just saying you're really plugged in if you knew that.
Yeah, bro, I downloaded it from my brain.
We just watched a video about it right now.
And it was from the cloud.
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi is connected to the cloud. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I see what you mean. Big picture.
I did just watch a video about it.
Yeah. It's still playing right there.
But yeah, the show, road rage, if you live anywhere near like a big city, the highways and everything, road rage. You've been there. We've all been there.
Have you?
Huh?
What's your experience with road rage?
With road rage?
Yes.
Man, I don't even want to get into this. It's
too
over here. It's just crazy, man. Too many crazy drivers. When they say people don't know how to drive in the city, it's for the most part true, or maybe not true. Maybe people just they don't care to drive safely. But I've been cut off plenty of times, and I've been tailgated plenty of times, and sometimes I retaliate.
One time I got cut off, and like I was actually following the person for like a good second. I was like reckless, and I was like, "Man, what are you doing?" And I remember this other time, it's not necessarily road rage. It was outside of Walmart. I was barely leaving, right? I wasn't walking in the middle, but I wasn't on the side, walking back to my car or whatever. And some car honked at me, whatever. And he was like, "Get the fuck out the middle." And I was like, whatever. I just go like that. The dude stops the car. And this is like the area. It's not the nicest area kind of thing. Yeah. And it was kind of like that kind of thing where we were like pumped off kind of thing. And he got out the car. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, what? I'm walking here. And then like the dude, just like in my head, I was like, I was like 18, so I was just talking like a grown ass man. I was just like, and he was like, yeah, fuck you. And then give back your pants back to your sister, because I always wear skinny jeans. Mm-hmm. And I was like, That's a good one. That's a good one.
Nah, I would have been like, you telling me to get out of the middle of the road? You're in the middle of the road now.
Get the
What
fuck
are you
out.
doing?
Just, like,
Get out
move
of the
your
middle of the
fucking
road.
car.
Move your car.
Yeah. I was going to a football game too. That was fucking weird. I don't know.
Personally, me, I wouldn't have taken that disrespect, and I would have ran his ass over.
I was walking.
I would have done that anyway.
I
I would have ran him over with his own car.
I tried to just like fought him right there,
Yeah.
get him out, run him over, little hand stomp.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
No. Pain and Gain.
There you go.
You know what I'm talking
No.
about? There's a scene where they like try to run over someone's head, but then they miss, and he still lives at the end.
It's interesting.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
It's a fucking classic.
I might have to watch it.
I had to pop in the old VCR. You know what else we
The
popped in?
old VCR.
Yeah, I had to dust it off. That's probably The Rock's best movie because he doesn't play the same character he always plays.
Oh, not the classic Rock movie.
Yeah, no. And then it has Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Is it Marky Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. And you know who else is Marky Mark?
Matt Damon.
Is he?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What happens in the show? Oh, okay. And then they have low road rage action, as it does, right? And then we have Ali Wong playing Amy, right? Amy. And then she's a very, or almost very successful owner of a plant store, right?
She's successful, but she's on the verge of, hitting it big.
Yeah. Quick little 5 cold meal on ice and everything. She's very stressed out and everything. Her husband is a
Stay-at-home dad.
shout out being a stay-at-home dad.
Big softy.
I don't think he's that bad. Like,
No, he's a big softy, though.
yeah, he is. He is. And then they also have a daughter.
No, I literally meant, like, he's big, and he's also a softy.
Oh, I thought you just meant like as in softy, his quality of softness.
No, he's
was-
soft. He's soft. He's a softy, don't get me wrong, but he's huge.
He's
you
like
know?
a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a big teddy bear.
I remember I told my friend Joe one time. I says like, you're like a teddy bear. It's like, yeah, you might be all nice and shit, but you're still a bear. I was like, I think that's a compliment, right?
Yeah, because he's cuddly.
Yeah, you gotta cuddle.
Mhm.
Always cuddle with the boys.
Exactly.
And then we have that, and then they have a daughter, whatever her name is.
It's something.
It's something there. And then on the flip end of it, we have Danny, who is a handyman.
Struggling
Oh,
contractor.
My
Yeah,
apologies.
he's a contractor.
Hey, put some respect on Danny's name.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Danny, wherever the fuck he's at.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he's been hiding. He's been trying to fight the dog a lot.
Oh.
And then he has a little brother too, Paul, who's like
Paul.
18, 19 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Stays
then,
with him.
yeah, and then we also have his cousin, big homie Isaac. And Isaac's been on Joe Rogan's podcast a lot.
Is he like a comedian or something?
No idea. I see clips on it on Twitter all the time, and because he'll go to like African tribes and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like he talks about, he was like, yeah, dude will like jump up a tree and bite a squirrel's head off.
That's crazy.
And then recently he went back on the podcast, and on his lower face is painted all red. I have no idea.
Because he was in the African nations.
Oh, I thought it was just like, the girl on the period.
Oh.
Hey.
Shit happens.
Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta earn your bloody fangs sometimes.
Exactly. And so his cousin, right? He
Shout out Isaac.
he's more into like some shady stuff, right? He kind of does like
Little prison
bit of
time.
shady stuff.
Little bit of prison time.
a little
Just
bit
a
of
smidge.
yeah, just a little smidgen. But he's also like he gets things off the back of a truck, networking, he's underground behind the enemy lines and everything. You good?
Yeah, I just want to make sure because I'm so fucking upset. I'm sorry.
And yeah, so they start hanging out. Him and Danny, start hanging out.
Whenever you hang out with your cousins and stuff, you first thing off the bat, hey, can I borrow $20,000?
Yeah, 20 bands,
A quick, easy 20. And okay, here you go. Fuck you. You don't even want to talk to make small talk first. And then you immediately invested into Bitcoin. And then what happened to Bitcoin? Oh, it crashed. That's why he needs to hop on Forbes.
Exactly. On the foreign exchange market too.
Yeah. Hey man, if you have a phone and you're not using it to make money, then you got a dumb phone.
Not a smartphone.
Yeah, it's a dumb phone. I
It's a
forgot
dumb
to say.
phone.
I forgot to say smartphone.
Wi-Fi money, baby.
Yeah, it's like, come on, you can make money off your phone right now.
You can turn your phone into ATM.
Yeah.
You're not doing it. What are you doing? And then, and so the reason he asks him for money is because he needs money to buy land or to put a down payment on land for his parents because he wants to build a house for his parents to fly him in from Korea.
That was pretty fast.
so
How
they can live.
fast they
live
did the
there.
whole process.
Yeah, it was. And obviously he lost all that money because Bitcoin crashed. So now he's
Shout
like,
out Bitcoin. You should invest in Dogecoin.
exactly. Now he's struggling again, trying to find out where to get
Hey,
this
do you have
money
any
from.
tips
and
for
everything.
investing in cryptocurrencies? Crypto
Don't-
bros.
Don't buy NFTs. That's all I gotta say.
Fuck. So I shouldn't have bought that Gorilla Ape.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Fuck.
The Bored Ape. Yeah.
Oh, Bored Ape. I said Gorilla Ape. Sorry.
And yeah, and then all that, the road rage goes viral. So now people are trying to pick it out.
It's so like, I feel like that's such a middle, upper class housewife scenarios, retirees as well, where that's the talk of the town for that week or whatever.
They got
Is that-
nothing better to do.
Yeah.
She even said it. She even said in the show, she's like, these people have nothing better to do.
Yeah, it's like if you see that, you don't bat an eye to it. They're like the people who are outside the windows. Hey, who the fuck is that guy parked across the street? And then fucking calls cops immediately,
Mhm.
calls their neighbors. It was like, hey, do you know this car? Hey, do you know this car? And before you know it, it's a fucking drug bust.
Yeah. Hate when that happens.
Fuck. So many bad deals. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're talking about the road rage and stuff. It went viral.
Yeah, it went viral.
Yeah, and then now we have what's his name? He wants a smidge of revenge, right? Just a smidge of it, right? Goes talks her up, goes to her house, finds her house, right? Because he's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He buys $80. Here's her information, right? Boom, finds her house. Hey, can I use your restroom real quick? I'm a contractor. Maybe we can exchange. Do work. I'm gonna piss everywhere.
The man had so much in the tank, bro.
And how yellow it was.
That man does not drink water.
He does not know what a cup of water is. He'll drink it and fucking die because it's too nutritious.
Exactly.
And then after that, then the beef continues. What else did they do? She fucks up his car. She fucks or starts catfishing him, but then ends up catfishing the brother.
Mm-hmm. She
Goes to Vegas.
She puts bad reviews on his business, Yelp.
Oh, I forgot about that. And then whenever they go to Vegas, she starts having a relationship with the little brother Paul,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually fucks him too. That is some
Yeah.
good A1 revenge.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That was the craziest part for me. And then what else happens after that?
Well, I mean, it keeps spiraling down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
for the longest.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what happens at the very beginning and stuff. But overall, though, what did you think about this whole series, though?
I mean, the show was crazy. It kind of shows you how two people who are really filled with or bottle up their emotions. That was Amy, or Danny, or he's just a bad person. Kind of you start beef, you get angry, the hatred just keeps growing and growing, and it just leads to just bad things because nothing good, everything that had going good for them just kept going down the drain.
Except for Danny. No, both of them did.
No, both of them. Yeah, they were sabotaging each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then other things that they had were screwing things up. And then Danny kind of screwed himself over quite a few times as well. The whole thing with the wiring, maybe he was a little bit too confident in his ability to.
Yeah, because
build
he
a
was the
house.
one, it was the house building, and I'm guessing he was an active role in that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for what? You already have the money to hire someone to do this.
Yeah, because he
And-
stole it.
Yeah.
Stole
Oh,
it
yeah.
from his cousin.
Yeah, I think that's wherever I lost Danny with. Okay, with his brother, right? You can kind of see where he was coming from with throwing away his applications for college. Still very fucked up, though. Very fucked up, right?
I mean, it's really messed up because he seemed like a bright kid, you know.
Yeah.
He seemed like he could have had a good future, but
Mhm.
you just wanted to like rope him down with you.
Yeah, just always wanted to be together, which is you can sort of see it, but it's still very fucked up regardless, right?
Yeah.
But what he did to his cousin, though, he allowed his cousin to take the fall for him, and he was on probation, so like he ended up getting
He
fucked
already
up.
looked bad.
Yeah, he already got fucked over because of that, and then he was going to serve his full time because I believe if you do something against the law, boom, 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 you do your full sentence, and he was going to go in for like a dime or whatever, right? And then on top of that, took all his fucking money, which his cousin trusted him to know where the money was.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't like, why are you telling me this? Like, where he had his money stashed in the rice cookers. And then he was like, because we're family. And I trust you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't tell the other guys. And then immediately fucking takes all the fucking bread, you know?
Yeah.
And then after that point, I was just like, this guy is not a fucking
He
good
did
guy.
not even hesitate too.
Yeah. It was just like, of course I'm going to take the fucking money, right? So after that, it lost me there as a character.
I feel like he, like the entire time he was coming from a place where he had to like prove himself
To who, though?
to his parents.
I feel like okay, that I do agree with, but then it's like a lot of times he's just trying to do things like it's like proving himself and making himself important kind of thing. That's what the vibe I got off of him, because it's like with that's one thing with his parents, immigrant parents, you know, very disappointed all the time, backhand, and then with everyone else though, he was trying to be a big money contractor, right? But then it's just like, for what, man? Like, come on, like you're grasping at straws and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, like I felt that way. Like I say that because his parents, you know, his parents, even when they came back, even when they came through, you know, they came through, and the house is burned down,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, of course this would happen, you know, of course this
Blaming
would happen.
him, right?
Yeah. And then it's just like, damn, like
That was
you
so
could feel
bad.
that, but you could feel that. But
Remember
it was
when they
like,
got to the car and they were like, "We're proud of you, son."
Yeah.
And they look at him as if it was his fault, the house, which it was, but
Yeah.
like they didn't know that.
Yeah, they didn't. That's why it's screwed up. And but yeah, I mean, all this is, I mean, Danny's not a good person either, because he's also scammed the church. You know?
Oh,
he's
no,
scammed the church.
that's fine though. That's fine though, because they were gonna get the thing anyway. Though they were gonna get the job done anyway.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
so.
that's
Then
fair.
in my head, that's fine.
Church doesn't get taxed
Scam
anyway.
the church.
Scam the church.
Eat the rich. No, eat the poor.
But
If they could dish out a fucking cool 100 bands for repairs, funk them.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Nah, but I
And
thought,
then
I thought the,
this pond is sponsored by the Church of Latter-day Saints. I don't know.
Isn't that a movie?
No, that's the Mormon Church, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Shout
Oh.
out Mormons.
I'm good on that.
No, our friend of Eddie is Mormon. Yeah, fuck him. And his whole family. Yeah, I said what I said.
But yeah, the overall show was a great show. You know, I recommend it, especially if you like drama.
Yeah. And then going into, what do you think about the ending? About like, especially Jordan fucking died too at the end. She got stomped by a fucking door, cutting right in half.
Yeah.
And then that was just doom. And they killed fucking Andrew Santino as well. Shout out Andrew Santino. And Isaac's going back to jail, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
No idea if Paul got arrested or not.
I don't think he did because he texted back.
Oh, yeah. They wouldn't let you have your phones in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Amy and Danny looked like they got away, right?
Yeah, I mean the last scene was them in the hospital. You know,
Yeah.
It looked like they kind of like finally made peace and came together. Realized how similar they really were.
What do you think about their trip that they went on?
On eating the thing.
Yeah. Shout out doing psychedelics.
I feel like that played a big part in them kind of like making up.
And that was weird, the line where he was like, hey, well, they thought they swapped each other's bodies, and then she goes, is like, did I try to jerk off to your pictures of your butt? And I was like, oh, that's a deep cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then, like, so many loose ends at the end, though. I could see it continuing for a second season.
Yeah. Definitely.
But if it doesn't, I'm perfectly fine how it ended here.
No, it was good ended.
And then this cast, man, it's also too, lot of Asian people and stuff like that. But these are very good looking fucking Asian people too. It's like, especially like, well, like let's say Paul, right? Fucking buff as shit, like little Chad and shit. And then the husband, whatever his name is,
George.
yeah, George as well and everything. And then the Jordan's new girlfriend, who used to be her sister-in-law.
Oh, forgot her name.
Yeah, and then she immediately tried to hook up with fucking Amy
I don't remember that.
at the end and shit, because like she was showing around the house, and then like whenever they were like tied up, she was holding hands with her and stuff, and then the girlfriend the whole time was like, "The fuck are you doing?" But then on our rating scale, what would you rate this fine show?
Great.
Great. Yeah. You should definitely watch it, as well. That's one of our ratings, but
yeah.
just incredible show. I remember too, we watched it on a whim too. I didn't think we were going to watch all of it, and then I ended up watching it in like the next 3 days and shit.
Yeah.
And this Red Bull is really kicking in right now. I feel jittery as fuck now. Great show. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Watch it.
Yeah, watch it. It's on Netflix, you know. It's very cute. Very cute.
And now, Uhtred.
Uhtred, like the sun. Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Uhtred, Lord of Bebember. Uhtred, the Northumbria king, if you will.
Uhtred, the White Lion.
No.
No? It's
No.
not a thing?
No. Dane Slayer. Okay. This is a show I hold very close to my heart. Seen it multiple times and stuff. The Last Kingdom. A great show. Recommended 10 out of 10. And then last season 5 wrapped up last year, I want to say, when they released it, and then immediately we got the news of the movie Seven Kings Must Die. Wait. Seven Kings Must Die. And this was a good it was a great send-off and everything at the end. You know how you want to end off with these kind of goodbyes, you know, because there's like goodbye to the characters, right?
Yeah.
And you want to end off crying, and I did. Little tears came down, you know me, keep it G. But then going into this show, this movie, the whole thing really popped off. This movie would have not happened if I'm gonna call him the king because I do not remember his name. They all Ethelford, they're Ethel something, and I hate how they all sound too similar. But it's the new king. It's the son of Edwards, and he which is dignitized, and then that
Digmatized?
yes,
Jeez.
yeah, and he had that good old fashioned gay guilt and shit too, because you know it's like the older times where like if you're gay you're gonna fucking go to hell kind of thing. That's what everyone thought. I guess people,
Guillotine.
yeah. And he was stigmatized by a fucking dude who's in charge of the church, who used him to start another big war, and like he even killed his own brother too. And then it was just his guilt. He was just saying like, "Oh, we have sinned so much," but then like the way that you counter your sin is by doing a lot of things for the Lord.
Dang, he really killed his own brother for some schmeat.
Yeah. Or just because of the guilt and everything. And then the whole time, the dude just fucking playing him.
Wow.
Yeah. And like, Uhtred sees him like kissing shit, right? And then Uhtred's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care who you hump. They don't say fuck. They say hump. I don't know why, but they always say hump. And then he was like, I don't care who you hump. And then he's like, the king's like, oh, who said that? What? I'll fucking kill them right fucking now. Where'd you hear this from? Where are these rumors? Where are these spies? And I was like, come on, bro, be a little bit more cool.
The spies.
Yeah. And then immediately they have a meeting of all the kings, right? Of the 7 kings that must die or whatever. And then they have a meeting, whatever, right? And then in their meeting, like they keep on talking so much shit. And he's like, yeah, he gets humped by like a girl. And I was like, oh yeah, like he's been like fucking a lot like with the dude, because the dude's a spy, and he tells them everything, you know. So they already know on the flip end of it, and he just got used the whole time. And then this story felt like it was kind of rushed, just because it's just one movie. It was like 2 hours long or whatever. It was a good send off kind of thing, because it's like, you know, like Uhtred, you know how it goes with warriors, right? They need a send off, you know, because it's like we're gonna die in battle type shit, right? Since season 1. Alfred the Great, the OG king, he had an idea to unify all the kingdoms to form the idea of Europe. No, I'm sorry, not Europe. England, whatever, right? England. We had Wessex, Northumbria, Scotland. We had a bunch of other shit. I don't fucking know the names, whatever, right? And then it took a lot of maneuvers, whatever, government. I don't fucking know how to say it, but it took a lot of things. And then Uhtred was going to be the thing to unite them all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all. And then he had to play his part. And then with the last king, Edward, he didn't want Edward to. He thought Edward was a piece of shit. So he was like, I'll announce my lands to you, but no, I'm sorry, to the kingdom, but not to you because you're an asshole. Maybe to your son, maybe to his son, but not to you because fuck you.
Is this show like historically factual, or is it just kind of like
It's roughly
some of it, but it's mainly fiction?
Yeah, but then like the king that ended up being the king, the one that they got stigmatized, he also no problem gays, stuff like that. They're cool. Thumbs up, double thumbs up, right? Yeah. See?
LGBTQ pride.
Yeah. Where's the flag?
I don't know, but our sign is colorful.
There's only 2 colors, so I guess we only support 2 of them.
There's more colors behind me.
Oh, you're right. And then he was the first official king of England during the medieval age, whatever, right? So that technically was factual. Uhtred was never everything. But then there's also the thing where they talk about that he's never been written up because they never wanted to be a part of it because he's a Dane
Yeah.
and a pagan. So they didn't want that in the history books on that's how the kingdom was made. And then, so at the end, of course, Uhtred, they leave it open ending. If he goes to, what's that one place called? Where they die and they go, like, they have a feast.
Valhalla.
Yeah, Valhalla. Or he goes back. Because he's, like, on the verge of death. And I think he has the choice on whether to die or not.
Mm.
And it leaves it open ending. And then, the show ends pretty much after that. No, I'm sorry, the movie ends. And I would just, like, live with tears because I'm just like, this is so beautiful.
So is there going to be another season or another movie?
Oh, no, it's done.
Oh, it's done?
It's wrapped up now.
Dang.
It was an incredible series and stuff. The whole world of this. 5 seasons plus the movie. Cinema.
You're not sad?
Cinema. All good things must come to an end.
True.
I was okay with it just because it's like, would you rather see the show continue on and then like fall off the wheels? Or like, let's say they do another season, right? And then gets canceled, but then they already have the story like lined up, right? I'd rather it end now on them ending it on, like, like they're aware of it and they ended the best of their ability and shit like that. Because it's like with the show that I used to watch, it was Marco Polo, right? Season 2 ended off on a huge cliffhanger, right? And then it got canceled immediately, So it's like, I'm scared for something like that to happen. And you know how Netflix goes with their cancellations and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, and then like so many shows like that, like Bebop, Cowboy Bebop, what am I saying? Had the same run like that. But then I think I rate this show certified a banger. No, I'm sorry, the movie banger. This show certified banger. Uhtred, like my son. Uhtred, son of Uhtred.
Uhtred, the White Lion.
Bitch, where do you get this? That sounds like a Game of Thrones shit.
I don't know.
The White Lion. Or no, they don't have lion, or the White Wolf or some shit.
It's saying Adventures.
Oh, fucking Bucky. Bucky.
Fuck.
No, but they worship or they look up to the god Thor and Odin.
Odin's son.
Odin's son.
Thor Odinson.
Thor Odin's son. Like Uche Ragnar's son.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then so I think it's news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So breaking news came out. Hen from the It's What We Do pod has a mustache.
Oh yeah, I wanted to change it up again, and then I just went for the mustache this time.
Looks good. Looks good. I
Thank
like
you.
it.
Appreciate it. It looks funny. That's kind of why I did it.
No, it looks good.
Oh, appreciate it.
I like
Appreciate
it.
it.
I, don't
I think it
could
looks
do
fun.
that.
Yeah, you could.
No.
Why not? You used to
I
have
feel
one.
like I don't got the thickness on the sides like that. It feels like it goes straight down for me. Just,
Just grow it out. See what happens.
I mean, this is like the best. Like this is like the biggest my mustache will get.
Really?
I say, yeah.
Because it's like even this is. I have to trim it down a lot from right here.
Mm.
I just wish my cheeks filled up. Because you know the patches, you have the full thing. Mine's a weird shape.
I mean, mine is like really thin though.
Mm-hmm. You know what else is not thin though? The cast list that we have for. Why did I say cast list? The movie list, show list, content list that we have for the new breakout streaming service that's going to be launching at the end of May. We have Max. Not the dog. We have Max. It's going to be a combination between the HBO Max and Discovery Plus. Yeah, there was a buyout, where the fuck, right? So now they're going to have one thing. And then some on the hot list that we have right now, we have Harry Potter. They're going to do a reboot series, 7 seasons, 1 season per book or whatever. And then we have the Penguin first looks. We already know this is going to be lined up. And then we also have, what else do we have? What else do you have? Fuck, wrong page. Oh, wrong page again. Oh, we have a Conjuring series that's going to be on there, part of the Conjuring universe. And then the most thing you're most excited for, we have 90 Day Fiancé is going to be Max is going to be the new home of 90 Day Fiancé.
No more Netflix.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking about
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind, yeah.
Shout out to Love is Blind. They had their shit fucked up today. So now, John, you like Harry Potter?
Yeah, Harry Potter is pretty cool. I don't see why they're rebooting it. It's a reboot, right? Or remake?
Well, I mean, one of the same.
I mean, what's the point, really? I don't really see. Oh, hey, Danny.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a great reason. Money.
There you go.
And then no one wants to return back to do more work with the creator.
I wouldn't want to either.
Yeah. Because of like all the things she says and stuff. And
I forgot about that. I
Yeah.
was just saying, like, I wouldn't want to do it all over again.
But then it's like, even with that though, it's like she doubles down on it hard too, you know?
She did.
And like, that's the thing I don't understand. A lot of people at least backtrack whenever they get this kind of heat, right?
They were like, nah, I didn't mean it like that. It was just, I was just saying something.
Yeah.
But
And
she's
then-
like, nah, I meant it. I
And
said
like,
it.
no, I'll read this back again. I'll like clarify if you need that clarification. That I don't fucking understand why she doubles down on it. But yeah, I don't think any of them want to do it for that reason, and also because they did the whole growing up. They made these fucking movies too. So 8 movies, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Because 7 books, but then they cut the last 2 in half.
Yeah, Deathly Hollows.
Part 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I guess whatever, right? I'm not gonna watch it, and yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, but I am excited for though. What's the other thing? Penguin.
The show, right?
Yeah, I mean
on Max.
On Max. Max is looking. Oh. I don't really. I mean, I'm excited for it because you know how much I love the Batman,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like out of all projects though, this is not something I was like coming out the theater and be like, I want to see Penguin show, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like that, you know? It's like, you know what I want, what my first immediate thinking when I got out the theater? I want to see more of the Batman,
Mm-hmm.
not the Penguin.
I agree.
But definitely watch, whatever. Yeah, it's going to be on the list. And then the Conjuring series, I'm a big fan of it. Conjuring 2 is probably one of my favorite horror movies of all time. One of the fews. And yeah, I'm super excited for this. And their quality dips and flows, you know what I mean? Because we have like certain things like, let's say, the first Annabelle wasn't a good one. Second Annabelle was good. Third Annabelle was not. Conjuring 3 was okay.
Which movie was the main protagonist gonna be directing? Was it Insidious or The Conjuring?
Insidious.
Insidious.
It's the same dude though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So is he
Patrick
gonna be in the show?
Wilson. We don't know yet because they didn't say where it was gonna be in the Conjuring universe. La Llorona was okay.
La Llorona.
La Llorona was okay. And what else is there? The Nun was cute. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dips in quality and so Conjuring 1 and 2. Annabelle Rebirth or whatever. Reborn Again Christian, I don't know. Great movie as well. We'll see what's up, right? Yeah. And then did I have a third one? Nope, I did not. But I'm not too crazy about this whole Max rebranding and stuff. But it's whatever. I already have HBO Max. I've been having HBO Max since the beginning of this, or since it launched. Take my money.
Nah, they need to put these streaming platforms in check, man. They can't all keep raising their prices, man, because eventually I'm not gonna be paying for them, and we're just gonna have to make do with it. Unless we get a sponsor, that would be nice. But
which ones do you have?
I have all of them. I have them all.
You do? Oh yeah, you do, Ryan. Because I just have a couple, which couple means a lot. Netflix, the Hulu Disney bundle, HBO.
I have Peacock.
Oh yeah, you do have Peacock, right? And then you have all those other ones, right? And Netflix as well.
Yeah.
At least with them, there's gonna be 3 price ranges. The first one with ads, $9.99. Second without ads,
I saw that.
it's gonna be $15.99, which is what we currently rocking with right now with HBO Max.
And then without
Super.
that, yeah.
Yeah, well, the one without ads is gonna be $15.99, and the ultra free ad, no ads, it's gonna be $20.99, and then that one's gonna be with 4K.
I don't think it's worth it.
I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's like if I didn't have 10 other streaming services, yeah, maybe whatever, right? Yeah, it's just not worth it. I think, and then Paramount too. But then I use my sister, so who said that? So I don't really care about that. But regardless, so there's too many. I'm just waiting for Apple to buy all of them, and then just have them all under one umbrella. And I also have Apple too.
Yeah.
And then okay,
But Apple TV is more expensive, isn't it? It's like $60 a month.
No, it's Apple their own series and shit. But then I think it comes with one of the plans that I have because I have other shit with Apple. So I get it for free technically, but I pay for other things.
Oh, okay. I used to get HBO Max for free.
With your phone plan?
With AT&T internet plan, but then it changed when I moved because the area that we moved to doesn't have the AT&T fiber available. So I can't use. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, hell no, that sucks. And then I know there's a lot of fucking, not bundles, but like different shit where they like have things like that. Or like, I know with phone plans they do it as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fuck. Let's see what Max ends up being. I heard their stock crashed a little bit, went down like a couple points and shit whenever they did the launch.
Did it? We got to buy now.
Yeah. You gotta buy what's hot.
Got to ride the high.
Yeah. Buy when it's low.
Yeah, right on the way up.
Yeah. I'll write it out and then sell when it's high.
Mm-hmm.
Or keep. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
This is why we never did anything good with Forbes. Candlewick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Yeah. See. Stocks. Big money. Come on, billionaire boys.
Billionaire mindset.
Yeah. Like Paul. We need to hook up with Paul and shit with that.
Yeah.
Get some tips. And then wrapping up. Oh, this is some news. Other piece of news that I thought was kind of funny. We have Euphoria season 3 is going to start filming in June this year, right? I know John's very excited for this for one reason only.
Never seen it.
What was one of the comments that you have said in the past that you would have liked to see in the show instead?
I don't think I said anything about it.
Maybe this will refresh your memory because I have talked about it. There might be a 5-year time jump.
I didn't ask for that.
You said that you would rather see them be adults.
Did I say that? I don't remember saying
Yeah.
that.
Run it back. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, maybe eventually I'll.
So it's gonna be them outside of high school just being crackheads.
Yeah.
Very well.
I want to see the show. I really do want to see the show. It's just been too long now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And then I'm wrapping up our last piece of news that we have. We have the The Marbles first trailer has released. I'm actually really fucking excited for this movie. It feels
Looks
like
cool.
it feels like a breath of fresh air out of this multiverse madness bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It might tie in, might not, but I'm excited just to see this. Like, Miss Marvel is a great series and stuff. I enjoyed the first Marvel, and then Rambeau,
Monica Rambeau.
yeah, her in the WandaVision series. I loved her in that as well.
She was good.
And yeah, it
And her
looks
mom came out on the.
Marvel. No, I'm sorry, Miss Marvel.
No,
I'm sorry, the Captain Marvel.
No, her mom came out on the. What was that? Multiverse of Madness. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she did. Oh yeah, sorry, as well as that. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That's actually something I'm actually excited for. It's probably I'm actually like I was surprised when I saw the trailer. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then it was one of my friends sent it to me, Eddie, and he was just like, he sent me some other thing. He was like, "No one gives a fuck about this." It was TikTok or whatever. I was just like, "I'm actually really excited for this," and he was like, "Don't lie to me." I was just like, "No, I actually really am." And then with that, like it looks like somehow Ms. Marvel's powers are tied into the both of them, where they keep on swapping places and shit.
Mhm.
And yeah, it looks fucking cool. I don't know what to expect with this, but I'm genuinely excited. What do you think about it?
I think it's cool. I mean, I'm gonna go give it a watch anyway.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll watch Captain Marvel again or
For the first one?
because I never watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's a cute movie. I'll say that for sure. And then now John Van Damme. Gin and Talk. What you been up to?
Speaking of Netflix originals,
Origis.
Origis,
Original Orange.
or
Origins.
Orange.
Oranges.
Aren't you glad?
Aren't you glad you met me?
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you met me?
Excuse me. Anyway, yeah. Hunger, a Netflix original movie. A tie. I think it fell down there.
Oh shit! Hey, Luke, you see it?
No, I don't see it. Oh. Hunger, a film takes place in Thailand. You know,
What's Thailand?
Thailand. Oh, actually, yeah, it takes place in Bangkok in Thailand.
Shout out Bangkok.
I cannot pronounce his names, but starring Chutimon, Chueng Choro, and Nopachai Chayanam. I'm assuming it's pronounced that way, just the way it's like spelled. And Gun Svasti. Okay, so picture
picture.
the world's hottest, most badass, the best chef in the world that you want at your party, your very, very rich, high dollar party, you know, with your friends and your money. You know, I see you pull up in the Rolls Royce. Yeah, you want him at your party. So
Are you
imagine.
talking about my mom?
Yeah,
Yeah, the best cook I know.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So hottest chef in the world. Everyone wants him at their parties to cook for them personally. And he has one of his chefs recruit this regular everyday simple noodle chef that works at a rinky-dink little noodle joint in the slums.
Shout out the slums.
Shout out to slums.
Make it out the slums. Made from the dirt. Come from the dirt. I'm gonna blossom like I'm a seed in the ground.
Yeah. So this chef Damn, I forget. I don't think they got her name on here. Well, yeah, she is a young street chef. I can't. Oh, her name's Oi. Aoy. Oi.
Oi.
Yeah. She gets recruited by some guy. So one of the guy's name Chef Paul. I forgot the chef's name. He recruits her. He can see the talent in her. He's like, here, if you ever get tired of making noodles, like, he gives her a card. So they go, and I'm talking about this like it's the topic of the show.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
So she goes and she tries out. She tries out for it. They're like, all right, she's gonna try out. All right, bet. So
Maybe I should have watched this movie so it could have been the topic.
we can still.
No, you're already going. We're already going.
No, it's a good movie. She ends up.
Don't get me wrong. It's on my list. It's a very long list right now.
She ends up cooking with the wok, because that's what she brought to Poland, and nah, that's a joke. It's not Poland.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh shit.
Because she's used to cooking with the wok, and he gives her like the best steak in the world you can get, the Wagyu steak.
Oh shit.
He tells her to cook it like perfectly in the wok. That's her test.
This is actually kind of interesting because we're talking. Our main topic was beef, and then now we're talking about
beef.
Yeah, see,
A1
it all
grade
ties
beef.
together.
It does. It's all connected. And then
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
yeah. So she's cooking up with the wok. He's like, nah, you cut it wrong. You cook. It's overcooked. It's undercooked. This and that. And he's like, don't come back unless you get it right or whatever, something like that. No, he's like, you get it right or you don't come back, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the next day she does it correctly.
About
All right.
time.
All right, you're good. You're on. And then we very quickly see how his crazy antics and the way he goes about cooking these things, and just how weird things are, how weird things can get too, because it's like he can be very extra with his cooking and stuff.
I pictured this being like Bear and shit. Or no, what's that joke I made? I said it's like Hell's Kitchen, but for real.
Mm-hmm. Bear.
Hulu.
Anna said the same thing.
Did y'all watch
she
it
said
together?
the
Ren?
same thing. Yeah. She said the same thing. She's like, it sounds like Bear. Yeah, she said the same thing. I didn't even realize what Bear was at the time, but yeah, it has that one guy from Shameless. But no, it was really.
Did you watch that show?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Really good movie, man. Really good movie. I would say it's a great movie, and you should definitely watch it. Especially if you like like those cooking shows. Chef Paul kind of had like a little bit of that
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay vibe a little bit. He would throw stuff at the kitchen staff. If they're not doing anything right, this, that, fired, you get out.
You're fired.
And to the point where some of the chefs were trying to sabotage him. And at one point, they even she gets hired by the competition because she didn't feel right that they were cooking this exotic endangered bird, and she's like, nah, I can't do this. This isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes with the other guy, and becomes a famous chef herself. She gets her own restaurant. Cooks her best meals, and then becomes starts popping off just like he is. And then towards the end, he's like, you see these people, they eat what I make because they don't care about the quality of the food. They just want me, because he's got that status like that. He's like, and then she's like, pretty much like, oh, you think you have the last laugh? Boom! I got footage of you cooking that endangered bird, and you're going to jail. Ha ha! Gets his ass like that, and this dude's going to jail for cooking an endangered species. And yeah, great movie, man.
You know what this reminds me of? Whiplash.
How?
Let's say the mentor is kind of fucking crazy though, but then it has that status, and the mentor, no, not the mentee, wants to be great and shit like that, but then it's like deals with the bullshit enough, and then eventually hits the breaking point, and then it's like the main chef is like, or the mentor is like, see, I run shit, and then it was like, psych, you thought, and fuck you, and then backhand.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of picture it in my head.
Something similar to that, but no, really good. And I don't think I watch anything else besides that.
There's some porn.
Yeah, always.
Duh. It's always on the list.
I watch it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Got to. There's no way to watch it.
and a midnight snack too.
Yeah. wake up 3 a.m. Oh shit. A big slice of porn.
Just like, all right, I guess.
Always. You gotta keep up those subscriptions as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then one of the things I've been watching, it's La Mandalorian.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
Hmm.
me either. We're obviously on season 3. Last week's episode did upset a lot of people, and then this one was kind of like, oh, you didn't like our last shit? Fuck you, slap in the face. And I kind of saw it coming and shit, because it's like, I'm sure the writers, the people, they knew how the ending of last episode was going to be, and this one just kind of blew everyone away. It was great, but it also like broke hearts, you know. As always, spoilers. We have I forgot his name, but it's like Vizsla. He's part of, the clan, the one that tried to, fight Din Djarin.
Mm-hmm.
He dies, and
As you should.
it happens. But he died, sacrifice and shit, right? He throws it down though. And then we also have Moff Gideon making his final big return, right? And then he is rocking some new, like he's wearing his Imperial gear and shit. But he upgraded his materials to Beskar. They're on the planet of Mandalore now. And then they're just mining for the fucking Beskar and the thing, because they want to make new armor with Beskar and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we finally got the two clans together. They're trying to like link up now, and then take Mandalore back. They thought it was gonna be empty. They thought nothing was gonna be there, right? But it turns out, psych, the Imperials are there. Moff Gideon's crew is there now.
And we've been there the whole time.
Yep. That was a whole plan. That's the reason why they wanted Mandalore to go down. And of course, with the Mandalorians, we have that rich history of like the only people who have ever been able to take down Mandalorians is other Mandalorians,
Yeah.
So it's like we finally had them united, but then it immediately goes to shit because like they weren't ready for this kind of thing. I think this season is gonna go with incredible things, but I'm fucking sure this is gonna like be so heartbreaking. I think next week is the season finale. I want to say.
I think Bo-Katan's gonna die. He's gonna get the Darksaber anyway.
I don't know.
Unless Baby Yoda gets it.
But then like one big thing that I think it's interesting, and it's like, of course I do a lot of research on like other people's opinions and shit like that, just because I'm curious and be part of the community kind of thing. With the Children of the Watch, where Din Djarin's clan is, or his faction is part of, right? They don't give a fuck about the Darksaber. They do not give a single fuck about it, right? Because he didn't even know about it until he had it,
Yeah.
To him and his, like, them does not mean a single thing, right? Doesn't mean anything, right? But then Bo-Katan, the other other Mandalorians and shit, they will follow that Darksaber anywhere it fucking goes. You know what I mean? And that's an interesting divide in that, right?
Yeah.
And at the moment, right now, I think Bo-Katan is able to control or lead the Children of the Watch just because they have the Armorer's support in it, She told her to lead, And then that's right after that. That's whenever she got the sword, because then gave it up to her or whatever, right? Through a fucking technicality, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's like they don't give a fuck about it. And it's like it looks like they're gonna, like, it looks like it would have went to the Civil War again if they didn't have that common enemy, because that's the only way to unite people, is give them a common enemy.
Yeah.
And now we got the Imperials on the fucking, what's that shit called? On Mandalore. Now it's on site kind of thing. And I think that'll be the thing to unite all the Mandalorians, not the sword. And it's going to have to be like, then hopefully stepping up to the, not necessarily leadership role, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it teases a lot of things from the very beginning, from the first seasons and shit. Like, Din wasn't necessarily the main, like, he's not the Luke Skywalker in the story.
He's not a hero.
He's not that hero kind of thing. They teased it, right? And then, at the end, whenever he got the Darksaber, right? It was like, oh shit, he's going to be that main character now. But then it's like, is he going to be a main character? Is this his story? or is it someone else's story and he's just a side character to it, which is cool, right? I just don't know at this moment, right? And then that's where I'm so like thinking. I was like, how are they gonna play this off? Because people can talk shit about this season however they want, and about how the fucking Mandalorian and Baby Grogu got back together during Book of Boba Fett, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't deny that season 1 and season 2, incredible, right? How do you think, even if there's a fall off with season 3, right? That fall off, it's not going to be that deep because the storyline has been top fucking tier this whole fucking time. So it's like, where is this going to go? And I know it's going to emotionally get me no matter how it ends, you know? I didn't realize how passionate I was about this. I had no idea where that came from. There, I've been holding that shit in all week. Okay. I'm excited for it. And then I also rewatched I'll jump to the other thing I watched. I rewatched Insidious.
Which one? The first one?
La Primera. Fucking incredible movie.
I rewatched B movie.
Which one?
B movie.
B?
B movie.
What's that?
B movie. The B movie.
Oh, where like the girl fucks a bee. I love that shit.
Yeah.
You know the rumor or the fan thing where, you know, iCarly Freddie, that's Freddie's mom. The one that fucks a bee.
That is?
Yeah, no, it's a fan thing.
Oh. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Trust me. Oh yeah, but how was it?
That was funny.
Never seen it.
It's funny.
I just rather watch porn. And then Insidious, it's very stylistic as well with the music. It's James Wan, you know, putting a little pizzazz on it and shit. And it's like, I feel like in a modern day horror movies is one of the best. Whatever, it's one of my favorites and shit too. And going along with Conjuring 1 and 2. I also really like Conjuring 2 as well. You know, wrapped up the story with their whole family and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Great things. And then we also have the 5th one lined up that Patrick Wilson is going to be directing and stuff as well. Yeah. You think it's been?
Yeah, I think so. I think it has been.
Okay. Thank you very much for listening on this episode of the It's What We Do podcast. We're your hosts, Hen and John. And yes, you can catch us on all social media. We're also on all podding platforms. We're also on YouTube as well. Thank you very much for listening. And yeah, thank you. Big kisses. Baby Yoda.